Good evening everybody and welcome back to Aussie Starcraft, where here on the channel we've been casting the grand finals from the RedBull Battlegrounds. It is a PvP finals on our hands. If you're just tuning in now on game number 4, you better go and check out the earlier 3 videos. If you stay in this one, you are going to get some results spoiled. It is in fact a 2-1 advantage to Parting, who's our blue Protoss in the bottom left hand corner. Top left hand corner is SOS, our red Protoss, fighting from behind in this series. Can he make a comeback here in game number 4? 'Tis a best of 7 series, so the first player to take 4 maps will be the victor. Parting needing 2 more to seal it out. SOS having to do a little bit more work, or 3 wins to carry the day here. Both these players duking it out for $20,000, and of course the bragging rights that go with winning RedBull Battlegrounds. So both these players obviously know each other. We've had a bit of friendly banter between them in the previous games. It'd be interesting to see if we continue to see similar builds out of these two. They're both of them tending to favour the 2-gate opening. Parting consistently going for his Stargate play almost every single game. We'll see if he decides to mix it up here. SOS tried a lot of different things from a 2-gate opening. Tried Robo in the last map but couldn't quite get it out before the Stalkers hit home. Also saw Dark Templars in an earlier game. Those also unfortunately didn't quite work for him. So we'll see just what SOS can put together in this match. Can he pull out a comeback, or Parting just continue to be the dominant force at RedBull? Hope you guys have been enjoying this series. I for one been particularly enjoying it. I'm a Protoss player myself. I love watching other Protoss players play. These guys, of course, are infinitely better than my Protoss skill level, but that's why they get paid to play StarCraft, and I just enjoy sitting here and watching it. So both players throwing down their cyber cores, gas in play and being mined by both players. Zealot first for SOS, Parting electing to skip that Zealot. So sometimes it's a worthwhile gambit, other times can in fact cost you the game. Zealot's very important for tanking damage early on in the PvP matchup. Parting going to start his mothership core a bit ahead of SOS. Have SOS quite boldly throwing down his Nexus. SOS consistently been going for the earlier expansion, and it's several times come close to getting it up, but each time Parting's timing attack has landed before he can get a whole lot of benefit out of it. So thus far in the series it has been very much a case of the age-old Protoss PvP saying, he who expands first loses, and we'll see if that's true here again. Parting throwing down an Expo of his own. Both players scouting out. Unfortunately for SOS, that rotten scouting luck, scouting the wrong way almost every time. Parting going to do similar, but his mothership core will scout the top base for him. Stargate yet again for Parting, so we'll see how SOS reacts to this. Throwing down 2 more gates, so it will be 3 gates versus 1 and a Stargate. We do have Stalkers continuing to be produced for SOS. Nothing else except a 2nd sentry for Parting, though we have seen excellent force field use from Parting in this tournament. Had some nice force fields against SOS, certainly helped him carry the game there. We have, oh, whoops, wrong button there. We have Parting being a little bit of a prat with his mothership core, harassing the back of the mineral line here. Stalker is going to move out and start to get some damage on this mothership core though, so he'll pay for that worker. He will be brought down to almost half health, so that we'll see if that comes into play later on. Oh, can the 2nd Stalker get a hit in? He sure can. He might almost take this mothership core out. Oh, one shot. That must have been the clutchiest angle for that mothership core, surviving on 4 HP. Proxy pylons being thrown out for both our players. Actually remarkably close to each other. They can almost see each other with these proxy pylons. Both players having finished up their expansions. Oracle on the way now for Parting. We have a Robo facility yet again for SOS. So SOS, big fan of the Robo, but can't help but think that Stargate will be the better choice there. In fact, we have the Void Rays coming now from Parting. Void Ray is very good against Immortals, of course, because they cannot shoot upwards. Parting getting a 4th kill there before picking a nice angle of retreat. So 4 worker kills already for Parting. SOS trying to spread out these Stalkers, make sure he doesn't lose any more workers in his main base. Robo Facility almost up. Forge actually coming up as well, so we may actually see some upgrades for the first time this series, and that's not just me being tongue-in-cheek, but all these games so far being very aggressive, units being key. Upgrades obviously play more of a role when you have a critical mass of units. You don't want to upgrade a Stalker or a Zealot, you want to upgrade a group of units. They actually have Parting here with an interesting composition of Void Ray Sentry, so we'll see whether he can make this work. SOS going for a much more conventional Stalker Immortal sort of build. Well, actually, I'm going to build an Observer there and make a liar out of me, but obviously wants to get some idea what's going on out in the map. The Stargate giving Parting all the map advantage he needs. We look at the income tab, it's 41 to 34, so in spite of the fact that SOS got this expansion earlier, Parting able to put on the pressure with those Stargate units. Hallucinated Phoenix going to get a good scout on, sees this first Immortal on its way. So Parting obviously going to want to try and hit home before these units can, too many of these Immortals can make their way onto the field. Lots of sentries here with quite a good deal of energy, so Parting could well just wall off this natural and take it straight out. Let's see if he can make it happen here. 3 Stalkers on the high ground. Will he get these down in time? Yes, he makes it down the ramp. Obviously the Observer there being crucial. Not Photon Overcharge. We have Prismatic Alignment from these Void Rays going straight for the expansion. Doesn't care that there's Immortals here wailing on him. These Void Rays going to pick that Immortal off so fast. Parting here just muscling his way straight into that. This might be it for SOS. Just Parting's Void Rays doing so much damage here. Prismatic Alignment ripping through Protoss, and SOS forced a GG out of that game, and Parting just absolutely on a roll here. So 3-1 for Parting. SOS unfortunately now trailing by 2 maps. Parting up to match point, only needs 1 more game to seal it up. So will this end in game number 5, or will SOS muster a comeback? We've certainly seen it from him this year. Now he has the skills to bring it, but Parting's PvP just so very good. Fantastic game sense. I can't help but feel that if SOS went Twilight against the continual Stargate play of Parting, that he'd put himself in a good position, but SOS obviously a lot more confident with the robotics facility. We'll see what he'll do in game number 5. Hope you guys are enjoying the cast. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't thus far. And by all means, we'll see you in game number 5 here on Aussie Starcraft. Thanks guys, catch you later.